And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 87 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On play action, Tannehill. He's got a man complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time. And the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Wentz now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This goes to Mack on the check down. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Henry. Flashed the stick skills on that run, but then stopped shy of the 35. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Check down here for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On 2nd and inches, Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, That's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Trying to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now it's 2nd and 9. A toss right to Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown Tennessee. A.J. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 10-7. And that'll be a little still too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. On first down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. will start up at TIAA Stadium in Jackson.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be
on. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked by Kevin Byard. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Draw play. This is Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll get the lead down to 5. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
I'm only going to be on the
touchdown in here. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, here's Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And here's Rodgers on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes in and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. On play action, it's Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Gets this to Berkshire, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Wentz. And Pascal's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. Marlon Mack, 27 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Tannehill. And that's complete to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He's got Henry to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Tannehill to throw. He's got Ferkser, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Des Fitzpatrick. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Throwing Tannehill to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Tannehill, he wants Reynolds way downfield. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tannehill throwing again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Wentz to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Colts, it's an
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a fool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest can vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put